Hey, I'm RyJ doing another video review in my series of video reviews, Ray's cigar reviews. Well, today is October 29, 2018. I've been trying to stay upbeat, trying to be in the holiday mood or whatever for the holidays that are upcoming, for Halloween following Thanksgiving, Christmas, Hanukkah. And then in the spring, Easter, um, uh, Passover, and then Ramadan. Usually people are in a festive mood during this holiday season, but I can understand it if people aren't in the greatest of moods following the recent events that have occurred in the United States of America, um, be it the mail bombings or or the the massacre in Pittsburgh, in the synagogue, killing 11 Jews and injuring multiple others. I can understand, if people kind of are worried about what's going on in the world right now, especially in America. I can only hope that that around the world that it's better than what it is in the United States of America at this present time. But so I'm going to try to write this review. Halloween. Today's October 29th. Halloween is only 2 days away. Um, at least let the kids enjoy themselves. At least they can. They're not worried about what's going on in the world out there. They're just happy to have Halloween or whatever. But this is gonna be kind of like a Halloween themed cigar review, um, and also about love. Um, the cigar for this review. I know that's a little bit of a transition there. Um, it's a Romeo and Julieta. What can we love? What can we learn about Romeo and Juliet? If you're familiar with the Shakespearean story, it's about two lovers from warring families, hostile families, and they fall in love with each other, not knowing that they're from opposing families, and they eventually, in the end, killing themselves because of the circumstances of their family. But it's a story about love too, and that's what we need in this world is love. I'm not gonna go around preaching or anything, but there's two lessons to be learned. One lesson is love conquers all, because eventually Romeo and Juliet learned that they were from opposing families, but they still loved each other. And but tragically, they ended up killing each other because of the circumstances inherent between the two families. And that there are two lessons to learn there: that love conquers all, and that the animosity between opposing factors or factions um, can cause tragedy. In America, you can make a metaphor between the Democrats and the Republicans. It's gotten so out of hand that people are being radicalized and they're they're venting out in physical forms of violence, and that's not good in this world, and that's not good in this country. It's not good anywhere. Not anywhere in this world is that good. So I don't know. Hopefully we all can pull out of this. You know what I mean? Whether I really don't care, your political leanings. You know what I mean? I just care about people. You know what I mean? And people need to like people need to do their best to be human. You know what I mean? And that's all I can say. You know. I mean, because obviously people have their own perspective on things, and you know, but we all have to be human and show some kind of like compassion and empathy for other people. So, but anyway, that was a bit long-winded. But today's review, I'm sorry to like make that transition, but I have to make this. You know, I have to make this review in a reasonable amount of time. So, but those are my heartfelt sentiments, and I hope you can kind of like digest that. And if I can like if anyone can understand that and listen to it and understand it and you know just be a human being. You know what I mean? I mean that's what we all need to be, as a human being. Excuse me for a second. So yeah, I need to need to say that. You know, I need to say, you know, just be a human, you know, and so anyway, I want to get on with the cigar review because I don't want to make this cigar review too much longer. But it's appropriate that the cigar for today's review is the Romeo y Julieta Reserve. It's a Corona Gorda size. Um, Appropriate because Romeo y Julieta, like I stated earlier in the introduction for this cigar, you know, Romeo and Julieta is about love and tragic loss of human lives. You know, if you have love, then you have empathy. You know what I mean? It doesn't matter if you're if that other person is has opposing views, but if you have love and empathy, you know, then you can hopefully solve whatever oppositional views you have. And that's why we're doing the Romeo and Julieta Reserve, um, Corona Gorda. I mean, you know, this is this is a Romeo and Julieta Reserve Corona Gorda, but it's also a very powerful cigar. What I remember of smoking this cigar is very full flavor and full power and full strength and full body, and that's what love is. Love is all those things. So it's very appropriate that we'll be reviewing this Romeo and Julieta Reserve Corona Gorda today. All right, I'm gonna go ahead and hit a break. Um, you know, I just wish the best for everybody. If you follow any of my reviews, you know what I mean. I just wish the best for everybody. You know, I don't care what party affiliation, political party affiliation you are. I don't care about anything about like who you are. You know, I just wish the best for everybody, and that's what I've always been about. And if you see my previous reviews, that's how I end my reviews. That's my heartfelt sentiments to everyone out there. So I'm gonna hit a break. Um, y'all take care. I hope you guys, you know, try to have the best kind of holiday season that you can in these trying times, and you know, take care. Okay, ¿cómo estás? Welcome back. This is the cigar review for the Romeo y Julieta Reserve. Um, well, I mean, I just have to say that the reason why I use a lot of Spanish introductories is because I'm mostly Spanish. I'm Filipino American, but my lineage is mostly Spanish. It's Filipino, Spanish, and Japanese. But I was born here, so I'm all American. So that's why I lead off with a lot of Spanish language. I'm mostly Spanish. So I want to say I'm comparing this with a couple of beverages. Um, Good old American Budweiser, King of Beers. Crisp, clean, refreshing, just like the winter weather we're having. Not the winter weather, but the fall weather we're having here on this wonderful October 29th, 2018. Wonderful weather, but not so wonderful political climate or societal climate. But I mean, I think we have to have some kind of dichotomy in our lives, in that even though like society is kind of like going down the poop chute, with all this violence and stuff like that, and this ridiculous things that are happening in the world, we have to be able to like just kind of like weather it and try to have the best attitude as possible, as far as I'm concerned. But here's to you, the Great American Beer, Budweiser. I'm cheering you guys. I hope you guys have a good holidays. The other beverages we'll be pairing with the good old Romeo is some good old cafe, or coffee in American. An alcoholic beverage. In the Halloween spirit, the good old Kraken, see the old sea monster Kraken from Trinidad and Tobago. We're in the Halloween. I mean, Halloween is a couple of days away, so. And finally, Brinley's Gold Shipwreck Coconut Rum Cream. It's a pirate kind of theme going on. I mean, this is a rum from it says Caribbean rum, and then mixed and bottled in New York. Yeah, so those are the beverages that will be pairing with the good old Romeo. This Romeo and Julieta, just like love, is a very strong, full body, full strength, full flavor affair. Um, just a wonderful. I mean, because like I remember I hadn't smoked one of these in a while, and I picked one up at a B&M like maybe 2 weeks ago, and I smoked it about a week ago, and it blew me away. So the particular components of this cigar is a Nicaraguan wrapper around Nicaraguan binder with Nicaraguan and Honduran fillers, which is kind of unusual because mostly I believe that Romeo and Julieta is most Romeo and Julietas are like have a lot of Dominican components. This is manufactured. This is created in the Dominican Republic, but the components are mostly Nicaraguan with Honduran filler, Nicaraguan and Honduran filler. A very full strength affair, full flavored affair. Um, just wonderful. Romeo and Juliet, a love. You know what I mean? It symbolizes love and tragedy. Love gone wrong leads to tragedy, but hopefully, love in the end solves all problems and conquers all. I mean, that's what I hope. Now, I'm just a human being. That's how I feel. I mean, what else is going to conquer all? You know what I mean? Hate doesn't conquer all. Hate destroys all. You know what I mean? What else do we have left? You know what I mean? Knowledge? Knowledge doesn't solve all problems. Because knowledge, I mean, I mean, you have to have empathy sometimes for other people to be able to solve your problems. And where does empathy come from? Empathy comes from consideration for other people's feelings, and that comes from love. So hopefully, I'm hoping love conquers all, not hate. That's how I feel. All right. So, Romeo y Julieta. This is the Romeo y Julieta Reserve. Yeah, I want to say this cigar is about 5 3/4 inches by I'm gonna say that's a 52 ring gauge. Might be a 54. I want to say this is a Corona Gorda size. A little too short for a Churchill, but I don't know. I mean, I think it's a Corona Gorda size, but like I said, 5 3/4 by 52 or 54 ring gauge. So let's get get this lovely cigar toasted. Get this get this review into gear. I'm using my Calibri, my favorite cigar lighter. It's temperamental, and like it always lights the first time, and if you're lucky, you get a second one. But hopefully, we'll get a third one here. Here we go. All right. I mean, I haven't said this earlier, but I mean, most of the I've smoked about I guess 3 or 4 of these, and the first time I smoked this was probably about like 7 years ago. And then I recently smoked one maybe about a week ago or 2 weeks ago. But most of them, what I remember of this is a slow starter, and then it just builds to like this gigantic powerhouse, just like love. You know what I mean? I mean, you can make a metaphor for friendship like that. I mean, usually it's a slow start between friendship or love, and then it slowly builds to like stronger power, powerful love. So you can make a metaphor for that with that with love in this cigar. So, ooh, very floral. Um, Starting out with like a medium plus body. Um, I mean, that was the first puff though, so very floral though to begin with. Very good tobacco flavor off the clipped head. Ooh, wow, rich tobacco. That's interesting because usually, like I said, like this Romeo y Julieta Reserve usually starts off a little bit slow, but this is starting off strong. As I mentioned earlier, this tobacco, I mean the tobacco in the Romeo y Julieta Reserve is a Nicaraguan wrapper around Nicaraguan binder around Nicaraguan and Honduran filler. I mean, I find that very curious because this cigar is manufactured or created in the Dominican Republic by the the company, the cigar company that makes this cigar is, it says Altadis, but I believe it's not Imperial. I'm not sure. The last time I checked on the internet, they said Altadis, but I mean, it's kind of weird because like I'll read on the internet that Altadis turned into Imperial, but I mean, but the last time I checked this website, Altadis was the company that made the cigar, so out of the Dominican Republic, which is curious because this cigar has no Dominican tobacco in it. Ah, there is like charcoal and pepper and spice and tobacco with a medium full body, medium full flavor, and medium strength. One thing I know about this cigar is that by the time you hit like the last third, it's almost too much to smoke. I mean, it's just full plus flavor, body, and strength. It is my experience with this cigar. I recently smoked another La Flor Dominicana Double Ajero Corona Gorda, and I'm telling you, I could hardly finish that cigar. It was just so powerful. So, and this cigar reminds me of it very seriously. I mean, very. I mean, like I just remember this cigar just is like almost too full in power, flavor, and strength. You know, towards the end, it's like almost too much. So, a little floral here, a little floral. Um, that's all I got was floral there. Yeah. So, it's a very temperate day today. It's a very nice fall day. Like I said, October 29th, 2018, a couple of days to Halloween. I have my rums are kind of like pirate themed. You know, the Kraken. The Kraken is a sea monster that takes pirate ships to the deep to Davy Jones' locker. And I'm drinking another pairing the Romeo with charcoal. Pairing the Romeo again later on in the last third with Brinley's Gold cream and rum liquor. Drinking a good old Budweiser. I mean, I heard that in Ireland the most bought beer in bars is Budweiser. You know, when I heard that, maybe that was a decade ago though, but I always thought that Guinness would be like the Irish beer that everybody would buy at bars, but I don't know, man. But I'm glad like I could get Budweiser whenever I want, man. I love Budweiser. I mean, I love Budweiser so much that this dime this bartender at a bar that I go to, who is a straight dime, she was like, dude, man, you always buy freaking like Budweiser. Why don't you just branch out to like a sangria or something? So it was crazy, man. So I ended up ordering like a vodka neat in a rocks glass. But you know, love the Bud, Bud, Buddy. That's what we need in this world. We need friends. You know what I mean? Stop making enemies and make friends. Make friends with people that aren't like you. You know what I mean? Just make friends with people. People are people. You know what I mean? You don't have to be. You don't have to be like the same political party or whatever. Wow, really good straight tobacco flavor. What does it remind me of? Reminds me of like a PDR and aging room. Really good strong tobacco flavor right now, coming from the Romeo y Julieta Reserve. I mean, what are the lessons that we can learn from Romeo and Juliet? One of the greatest plays ever by William Shakespeare. Well, one of the greatest plays ever. What can we learn? We can learn that love conquers all, but misunderstanding between enemies can cause tragedy. That's that play was written probably like 400 years ago or 500 years ago. You know, people need to learn lessons that you know this is not. You can't live a life making enemies and holding enemies in your heart until a tragedy occurs. And that's what's happening in this country. Tragedies are occurring almost monthly, you know, and we should have learned that lesson a long time ago. Anyway, I'm gonna hit a break. So hope you guys are all doing well out there. Vayas con Dios. Hello, ¿cómo estás? Welcome back into the second portion of this cigar review for the Romeo y Julieta Reserve Corona Gorda. I failed to mention earlier the color of the wrapper of this cigar. To me, it's a rosado color. I don't know if you can see that on the screen. You should be. It's broad daylight, but looks to be a rosado color. Rosado Nicaraguan wrapper. Um, the Romeo y Julieta Reserve Corona Gorda. Romeo and Julieta emphasized. I mean, when I think of Romeo and Juliet, I think of love and tragedy. But which is pretty much what's going on in America, love and tragedy. Well, tragedy, yes, but hopefully love is still there. The Romeo and Julieta Reserve Corona Gorda um, is spoken great. This is the review for the Romeo and Julieta Corona Gorda. I'm not here to um, say anything. You know, I'm not here to sermon anybody. I mean, that's the last thing that what I would ever want to do. Because I believe that everybody out there has the innate ability to live their life. You know what I mean? And that's what I truly believe. Everyone in this world has the innate ability to live their life. So I'm not here to proselytize or sermon anybody. That's not what I do. I might comment on what I see in society, but I'm not here to tell anybody whatever about anything really. But I wanna say something about the Romeo and Julieta Reserve. Construction wise, I'd give it an A plus. It's a windy day out here in Baltimore, Maryland, um, and the burn is just beautiful. I haven't had to touch it up once. The burn is just beautiful on this windy day, and the draw is full. Um, as far as the smoking properties of this Romeo and Julieta, um, the draw is full. I mean, the draw is full. The body is medium full right now. The flavor is full, and the strength is medium full. So the smoking properties of this Romeo y Julieta, the body is medium full, um, the flavor is full, and the strength is medium full. Um, that's a great, wonderful smoking experience right now. Very steady, which I appreciate because I appreciate consistency. I emphasize. I emphasize. I mean, the way I look at a cigar, consistency is very important, and this has been consistently excellent. I want to say right now it's smoking like a 5 star, but I'm telling you, with my experience with this cigar, it only gets better towards the middle end to the end. It only gets better. It only gets more full bodied and full strength. So we'll see how this particular cigar ends up, but that's my experience with this particular cigar. Um, I forgot to mention what I was tasting during the break. Leather came in, um, charcoal, pencil lead, good tobacco, um, and spice. All my favorite characteristics in a cigar. I mean, I love this cigar. You know, whether or not I'm judging this cigar through rose-colored glasses, I don't know because it hits all my right buttons. It's just a. I recommend the cigar. You know, I recommend anyone trying the cigar. You know, I love this cigar. Sometimes it can be too much, especially towards the end. But you know, I don't know how this cigar is going to end. So tobacco, charcoal, spice, delicious. I love it. I love this cigar. I mean, Romeo and Julieta. I love the movie. I mean, I read Shakespeare's play. I watched Franco Zeffirelli's Romeo and Juliet uh, movie. Love the cigars. I mean, I love everything about Romeo and Julieta. Anyway, I'm going to go ahead and pair this Romeo and Julieta with the Kraken because it is the Halloween season. The good old Kraken, the sea monster from the deep, sinks pirate ships. You know, whether or not that's a good thing or a bad thing, I kind of feel sorry for those pirates that lost their lives to the Kraken. But it's a spiced rum from Trinidad and Tobago. Um, I hadn't had this until today. It's very mysterious kind of rum. A very mysterious kind of rum. I tried this, like I said, for the first time today because I went to the liquor store, picked up a couple of liquors, including the coconut rum, the Brinley's coconut rum, gold Brinley's gold coconut rum, and I also got a Nika barrel select or barrel whatever barrel. I think it's barrel something. It's a Japanese whiskey. Highly rated though. But I'll probably be doing including that in a review sometime soon. But here it is, the Kraken. The Kraken black rum. I mean, I've tried this before, and I know it has like a licorice kind of like flavor to it, but it's a black spiced rum, so from Trinidad and Tobago. Very kind of smells like Christmas, like spice cake, and that's sort of a flavor too with some licorice. It has that rum flavor, but it's kind of like spicy and kind of like a Christmas cake with like licorice kind of like aftertaste. Very delicious. I mean, I'm glad I bought this. I was running out of Abuelo, and I was thinking about buying some more Abuelo, but then like I bought the Kraken and the Brinleys instead. Kind of glad I did. It's a hard tea rum, a hard tea rum. Very delicious. Reminiscent of coffee. Yeah, so enjoying this day. Some charcoal there. You just have to like, I mean, everybody needs to find diversions. You know what I mean? I mean, in this crazy world where things are so serious and so scary, I mean, people need to find diversions to like, not go crazy. You know what I mean? Because I mean, when people are getting shot up in synagogues and a crazy person is mailing bombs to like former presidents and like CNN and like I mean, people need to like just find a way to like just escape that stuff. And that's what's just going on in America. You know what I mean? It's just I don't know what it's like in the rest of the world, but I'm hoping it's better. When churchgoers go to synagogues, and that's the last day they have on this earth, because some insane person decides that Jewish people are like bad enough to kill, and some lunatic is like mailing pipe bombs to like former presidents and like and people like opposite to their political views. I mean, it's a crazy world, but somehow we have to, kind of shelter ourselves from the craziness, and find a way to like figure things out. So I don't know. I'm hoping it's better off, better in other places around the world, because it's pretty bad in America right now. We don't have a president that seems to know how to unite. He knows how to divide the country. He doesn't know how to unite the country. Not yet, anyway. But I'm hoping for the best. You know, I don't want to get political out there, but that's coming from a human standpoint. I mean, I do watch the news. I do see what President Trump says. He's not trying to unite. He's trying to divide. For the sake of like winning Senate seats. You know what I mean? That's his bottom line. I hope he changes because he is the president of America. But as a person, that's what I see. And that's not coming from the left or the right. That's coming from a person who's concerned. A very delicious cigar. Let me go ahead and tell you that I'm getting tobacco, charcoal, pencil lead, and spice. Um, just delicious. The body is full. The flavor is full. Strength is medium full. Right now, it's going to get better. I believe it's going to even get stronger. I mean, that's my experience with the cigar. The draw is full, and it's kind of unraveling, but um, I smoke my cigars pretty strong, so that happens a lot for cigars that I smoke. But you know, construction, I can't complain about construction with this Romeo y Julieta Reserve Corona Gorda. So I'm gonna go ahead and hit a break. We're into the second middle of the cigar, second third. I'll smoke it into the final third, and I'll be right back with you. Vayas con Dios, amigos. Hey, welcome back to the final portion of this cigar review for the Romeo y Julieta Reserve Corona Gorda. Just a wonderful experience right now. 5-star experience. I want to say, talking about like construction, the draw, never had a problem with the draw. Just flawless. Full draw. The burn's been very good. Very windy day out here, and the burn's been very good. Um, the In terms of the smoking properties of the cigar, the body is full, the flavor is full, the strength is full. I'm getting good, strong tobacco flavor. Right now, I'm just getting really good, strong tobacco flavor. I mean, like the charcoal's gone like the charcoal hasn't really been there. Pencil lead is kind of like been there with the charcoal. It's spicy. Spicy's still there. But those are the flavor components right now that I'm tasting into the final third of this Romeo y Julieta Reserve Corona Gorda. Um, just a 5-star experience. It doesn't get much better than this. I highly suggest you pick one up. You might experience like a slow start. This cigar didn't exhibit that, but from my experience with these cigars, the start is kind of slow. You can see it's a very windy day out here, and the burn's really good. So for such a windy day, the burn's pretty good. So construction wise, A+. And smoking components wise, A+. 5-star experience. Getting some charcoal, tobacco, just wonderful. Loving it, man. Loving it. I'm gonna go ahead and pair this with the last of our beverages, the Briny Gold Shipwreck Coconut Rum Cream. Um, it says that it's Caribbean rum mixed with coconut and cream. Um, so yeah, so it should be good. Trying to get the wrapper off this thing. Um, Never had this libation. This Brindley's Shipwreck Gold Coconut Rum Cream. Kind of interested to see how this is. It says Caribbean cream with coconut, bottled in New York. Um, Following the Halloween theme of the pirates, the Kraken. The Kraken, which is like the sea monster that sinks pirates. So we're going ahead with the Brindley's rum and coconut theme for the Halloween theme, pirates and everything. But a lot of good tobacco, charcoal. Very creamy looking. Very creamy looking, kind of like Bailey's, but like a lot less, a lot blonder. I've never had this libation. This Brinley's Gold coconut cream rum. Ooh, it smells like that suntan, the coconut suntan lotion. Ooh, that's good. Very coconutty. Can hardly taste the alcohol. Let me see what the I can hardly taste the alcohol. Kind of has me concerned. I want to see what the proof is on this. It's it's only 30 proof. So I mean, I would suggest like if you drink this and you wanna catch a buzz, you might want to add like vodka to it, or whatever. It's only 30 proof, so but it tastes like coconut milk. I mean, it's just delicious. Hmm, that's good. I would add vodka to this. You know, I mean, like Russian vodka or French vodka, or Stolichnaya, or like or wow, um, Grey Goose, French vodka. I mean, like it doesn't matter, like Pedal One or but Tito's. Maybe Tito's vodka would be good with this. I don't know. I think this needs some like added nutrition in terms of like grain alcohol. I mean, it's only 30 proof, so but it tastes delicious though. Wow, very delicious. A little bit more alcohol either. Yeah. So let's get back to the old Romeo and Julieta Reserve Corona Gorda. Man, I'm telling you, I've said this probably way too often, but this is one of the best cigars I've ever smoked. I know, I know, I know. I've said that way too often, but honestly, I mean, like, look, I mean, if you ever saw my Romeo y Julieta Reserve Royale review, I think I pretty much gave that Romeo Reserve Royale a 5 out of 5 stars. And you know where I'm going with this cigar. But I have to say, this is a little better. I mean, the tobacco flavor in this cigar is a little better. Now, I'm not saying, definitively, because taste is taste and taste is personal. I mean, whether or not you taste things differently, I mean, you might taste things differently. To me, Romeo and Juliet Reserve Royale is classic, and this is better. I mean, how can you say that? I don't know, but I think this is better. This has more tobacco flavor to it, and that's what I like better about it. Um, the thing is, though, my favorite flavor combination is leather and pencil lead, and the Romeo Reserve Royale is more like that. But this has more tobacco flavor. I mean, it's a conundrum, but I really do believe this is better than a Reserve Royale. But I mean, I would buy both boxes of each one of those. Happy Halloween. it's the Pirates theme. I mean, like, if I was gonna like dress up for Halloween and go trick or treating, or like give out candy, I would be a pirate this year. So, with the Kraken, and the Brinley's Gold, coconut rum, delicious, just delicious. Tobacco, charcoal, scrumptious, just scrumptious. Charcoal and tobacco. So we're coming towards the end here. Drinking some Brinley's Gold, coconut and rum, mostly coconut. Have a little bit of coffee. I'm too buzzed to remember that you know what's going on in America. But please remember what I said about how to proceed in the current climate of America. I hope the rest of the world is better though. Anyway, we're into the final third of this cigar review for the Romeo y Julieta Reserve Corona Gorda. One of the best cigars I've ever smoked in my life. I can say that about the Romeo y Julieta Reserve Royale. This this is like edges it out a little bit. It has a little bit more tobacco flavor. Anyway, I wish you guys all the best. Let me give you a review of this Romeo and Julieta Reserve Corona Gorda. For construction, draw flawless, burn flawless. Smoking components, full body, full flavor, full strength. Nuance, strong, delicious tobacco flavor, leather, spice, um, just delicious flavor. My recommendation: 5 out of 5 stars, easily. One of the best smokes I've ever smoked. Anyway, I recommend this 5 out of 5 stars, and that's all I have to say. Please, I wish you peace, humanity, and love. Let me end this the way I usually end my reviews. I wish you all the best. Good health, good wealth, good fortune, the best of friends, and most importantly, family. Please take care. I wish you happy holidays and all the best. Take care.